I cannot believe what I just watched. A playoff team, an NBA playoff team just scored 31 points in the first 2 quarters of a basketball game. Do you know how crazy that is? Yes, last night the Minnesota Timberwolves scored 31 points in the first half. The same Timberwolves that have Anthony Edwards that averaged almost 31 points a game, he averaged 27.6 points per game, which is 3.4 less than they scored in the entire first half. I am absolutely appalled at what just happened last night. And yes, give some credit to the Golden State Warriors, Steve Kerr, and their defensive game plan. But in the second quarter alone, they put up 11 points on 4 of 18 shooting from the field and were 0 for 8 from 3, 0 for 15 from beyond the arc in the first half. And it's not like all these were in and out, halfway down before they popped out type of shots. These were bad misses. Some of the Ant misses were atrocious. It was not looking good, especially for a team that's got a guy that led the league in threes this year. They got a bunch of dudes that shoot 40% from 3 across the board. Either the Warriors had them sped up or they just had a really, really, really bad night, which is weird because they were at home. Now, the Warriors did play Ant very, very well. And if you cut off the head of the snake with the Timberwolves here, it's easier to stop them. The head of the snake obviously being Anthony Edwards. He did have 23 points, 14 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals, and a block. Also had 3 turnovers. But watch the way they play him. Podziemski is going full Steph Curry denial here, and then also getting through screens very well. And the Draymond Green effect. Now, right here, he does foul the crap out of him, but we'll look later and see where Draymond plays extremely well. And honestly, he could be back in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Year. I know it's a regular season award, but look how much they overplay the 3. They really want Ant to drive downhill, which is what Looney is doing right here. Look at the high hand. He would give up the driving lane before he lets him go downhill. And this also helped that the Wolves could not hit a 3, so there was no shooters to kick to. Honestly, this right here, Pat Spencer forcing him towards the sideline, using the sideline as another defender, funneling him in. He gets downhill. This needs to be a lob to Gobert right here. If they're going to have Gobert on the court, that has to be a lob, or else he's just kind of out there for nothing because the Warriors go small, and this is the matchup. Watch this particular play in transition. So Buddy is picking Ant up before he crosses half court. And yes, Rudy is going to walk down Buddy Hield and essentially set a moving screen, which is highly illegal, but they let it slide. McDaniels is going to run corner, taking Steph with him, and then you've got Dre here. So what's going to happen is instead of letting Ant have just a walk-up 3 where he can just walk into it, now he has to change direction. So he's coming this way, and then he has to go this way because of Buddy, essentially setting an early screen here, and then Dre is going to be right here. Butler's back. The Warriors play phenomenal transition defense, and this leads to a pull-up. Buddy finally gets around this Gobert screen to be able to contest. Edwards pulls up, and it's just not even that's a horrible miss. He led the league in threes. He shouldn't be missing that badly, but again, he can't walk into it like he loves to do. He has to switch his angle. Again, he thinks right here, he thinks he's getting downhill. You can see, and then he decides to stop. By that time, Buddy is able to get a contest. It's not a great contest, but he's able to get a contest and force a bad miss. All right, now, if you guys don't mind, I'm going to get paid real quick. From early mornings to late nights, moms are always on the go, juggling work, family, and everything in between. This Mother's Day, treat her to Everyday Earbuds by Raycon because she deserves a moment to relax, sit back, recharge, and enjoy her favorite music, podcasts, TV shows, all on crystal clear sound. Raycon's earbuds are the perfect gift for your mom this Mother's Day, whether she's hitting the gym, working out, or taking that phone call that she always puts on speakerphone. She can use earbuds for that now. And my favorite feature is that they have 32-hour battery life and multi-port connectivity that lets her pair 2 devices at once. I use Raycons all the time when I'm playing basketball, and I can tell you myself, they are definitely worth it. Go to buyraycon.com/BYB to get 20% off site-wide. That's right, you get everything on the site 20% off with code BYB. Not only will you get a great set of earbuds, but you'll also be helping the channel out. Now, Ant was able to get it going later in the game, in the fourth quarter in particular, where he finished with 13 of his 23 points, had 3 rebounds, and was 5 of 7 from the field, and hit his only 3 of the game. But once again, I just want to look at, even on these plays where he scores, how well the Warriors play him in transition. Watch Gary Payton II right here. He is all over it. He's not having any of this pull-up jumper. He'll let you get downhill. He just doesn't want to give him the pull-up 3. In the regular season, he shot 38% on pull-up 3s on 7.6 attempts per game, making about 3.5 per game, which is second to only Steph Curry, the greatest shooter in the history of the sport. Yeah, this was how long it took him to make his first 3 of the game. And then even right here, with a minute 13 and they're up 13 points, Warriors, and in particular watch Draymond on this possession, right? Early in transition, Podziemski picks him up at the hash, and then Draymond is just trailing, waiting for him to drive downhill if he does decide. They leave Dante open, and the game plan worked to perfection this game because they couldn't hit a shot. We'll see if that happens again in game 2. Now, real quick, if you made it this far in the video, make sure to hit the like button, leave me a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button if you did enjoy at any point. As you can see here, a large majority of the people that watch these videos are not subscribed. Now back to the video. And even right here, you can even see off misses or just in the half court. They are running him off the line. So you got Steph on his hip, and then Dre is already here waiting. They can rotate off this. Pods drops down, kind of pushes Rudy out of this spot so he can't just catch and dunk, kind of pushes him under the rim. But he can also rotate here to McDaniels. Butler can also rotate to Julius, and Buddy can rotate to Mike Conley. So as he drives and skips, great rotation by the Warriors. Like Gobert here sealing this off. We got to look in. If we're the Timberwolves, or if you're the Timberwolves, you got to look into that right there. But they're going to swing it back around. Jaden's going to drive and miss. Gobert is going to do something positive, get his hand on it, tap it out to Ant. And then here's where they run him off the line. Watch Steph. Hand up as high as he can get it. He's going to actually pull a move out of Steph's book and get to a little sidestep. But even then, now Pods is right there. This is an extremely tough shot to hit, especially for your first attempt of the game, and it's just way off. And it was that kind of night for Ant. And not only Ant, it was that kind of night for everybody. Julius Randle had 16 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, was 4 of 11 from the field, and 0 of 3 from 3. Also had 3 turnovers. Not a great night from him. Dante DiVincenzo had an even worse night, 7 points and 4 assists to go with 4 turnovers, and shot 3 of 11 from the field, 1 of 7 from beyond the arc. Jaden McDaniels was all right. He finished with 12 points, 4 rebounds, an assist, and a block with 6 of 12 from the field, and he did that in 38 minutes. Didn't get his full dosage of guarding Steph Curry. We'll see what happens with that, although he's probably going to be out for quite some time. Naz Reid, on the other hand, was the one Timberwolf that came to play last night. He had 19 points, 5 rebounds, an assist, steal, and a block on 8 of 14 shooting from the field, and really was a spark for them in the third quarter. Got this layup here, and then hit a 3 in transition later on in the fourth to cut it to 17, gets another 3 here to cut it down to 15. If the math is math, and yeah, it is. Okay, I'm right. And then you got Rudy Gobert down low. And if he's not going to be doing this, then he probably shouldn't be playing because they're not attacking that mismatch. With that being said, I still got Wolves in 6. I don't know. With Steph Curry being out, I don't think the Warriors have enough. Maybe I'm crazy. If you did enjoy today's video, make sure to hit the like button. Leave me a comment down below and hit that subscribe button. And we're looking for 300 likes on today's video. And with that being said, thanks so much for watching.